Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, which city and country are you watching from and what time is it right now? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because this story might just remind you why Earth is feared among the stars. No one spoke the name, the line. Not in official reports, not in backroom meetings, and certainly not on the open galactic channels. But every star-faring species knew where it was, a stretch of unclaimed void that extended from the fringe of the Orion Arm to the pulsar fields of Vortec 9. It wasn't marked on any official charts. No beacons warned intruders, no automated defenses patrolled its borders, and yet no one crossed it, because once, someone did. And the galaxy never forgot. It had started quietly, like most tragic legends do. A small expeditionary fleet from the Threx Dominion, a proud expansionist species known for their territorial ambition, drifted just a little too far during a survey. They were young in the interstellar scheme of things. Brave, curious, foolish. The fleet captain, Vurash Tau, logged the incursion with casual arrogance. Unmarked system, unclaimed. Proceeding to chart and scan for mineral potential, 3 ships entered, none returned. The signal went dark 21 minutes after contact. No distress call, no automated beacon, just silence. That alone was enough to terrify the Dominion. But the horror grew when fragments of their ships began to arrive, not through space but through time. Wreckage blinked into existence around Threx colonies, decades out of sync with reality. Hulls fused with strange metals, crew remains, altered, as though something had rearranged their cells. Some of the fragments bore claw marks that no species could match. Others were fused with objects that defied known physics. One piece was still warm. 50 years after the incursion, then came the message. It was short, blunt, human. You entered uninvited. You are not welcome. Next time we return the visit. The message was unsigned, but the language, the signal formatting, even the sarcasm, it was unmistakably human. At first, the Galactic Council hesitated to act. The Threx, furious and embarrassed, demanded immediate retaliation, but the humans had made no official claim to that region. It wasn't their space, they insisted. And that's what scared everyone most. Humans hadn't asked for territory. They hadn't filed star rights with the Bureau of Expansion. They hadn't drawn borders or built walls. They'd simply chosen a region of space and dared anyone to enter it, and no one had ever dared again. Not until now. It was the Zarin Accord, a coalition of hyperlogical hive-structured insectoids who prided themselves on one thing above all else: probability. To them, the human line was a myth, a strategic ghost story. Their risk models showed no tangible threat. Human fleets hadn't moved in over a century. Their ships were ancient, slow, inefficient by modern standards. Earth hadn't sent an ambassador to the Council in 57 years. By every calculation, humans were passive, an outdated relic of a species more concerned with their own world than the galaxy beyond. So the Zarin sent a probe. Just a probe. Unarmed. Fast. Quiet. It vanished 30 seconds after crossing the threshold. No energy discharge. No gravitational anomaly. Just gone. The Council urged restraint. The Accord demanded answers. They sent a fleet. 3 destroyers. 2 cruisers. 1 command vessel. They made it 0.43 light-years into the zone. Then the stars changed. Sensors on the command vessel registered it first, a momentary flicker in the starfield. Subtle, like reality itself had blinked. Then the ships began to lose time. Crew reported memory gaps. Weapons disarmed themselves. Hull plating shifted color. One crewman swore he saw a man in an old-world spacesuit standing on the hull. No tether, no oxygen, no expression, just watching. The fleet tried to retreat. Only the command vessel made it back. Barely. Its hull was scorched with a message, seared into the titanium with microscopic precision. You were warned. The Accord dissolved 3 days later, officially, due to internal corruption, unofficially, because no Hive Queen could stop the whisper in the dark. The humans are still watching. For a time the galaxy returned to silence. Trade routes rerouted. Maps updated with red zones marked unexplored, a bureaucratic way of saying haunted. Then something changed. A child, specifically, a half-human child, born of a Terran diplomat and a Valari scholar, discovered a buried archive in the ruins of Luna Base 3. It contained videos, speeches, stories, warnings, and one recording, dated 213 years ago, a war council. On it, human generals debated the last great war, the final one, the one that ended in the declaration of the line, "We won't conquer," said General Wei, voice rough with fatigue. "We've done enough of that, but we will build a silence so deep, no one will mistake our mercy for weakness again." The line was not defense, it was containment. It wasn't about keeping others out, it was about keeping something in. And if anyone breached it, the silence would be broken. That recording went viral. Alien youths began to question everything. Why were humans so feared? What lay beyond that void? What were they hiding? Some called for diplomacy, others for disarmament, but a few called for proof. One of them, a Varkari noble named Jun Talak, sent a private vessel across the border. He live-streamed the event. The stars bent. His ship twisted, then the signal turned to static, for exactly 7 seconds, then a new signal emerged. "Human, live. You've crossed the threshold," said the voice. "The line is broken." Seconds later, human ships emerged, not ancient, not slow, sleek, black, silent. They didn't speak, they didn't threaten, they just moved, in perfect terrifying formation, toward the Council worlds. Panic set in, but the humans didn't attack. They just stopped, 10 light-years out from the capital. Then one ship advanced. It hailed. The Chancellor of the Galactic Council answered in person. The screen filled with a face. A man. Older. Calm. Human. "We never wanted this," he said. "But you couldn't leave it alone. So now you will remember." He sent a file. No virus. No code. Just a video. A compilation, every incursion, every warning, every silence kept. Then the final clip, Earth burning, before the line, a reminder of why they had withdrawn. "We do not expand," the man said. "We endure." Then the ships turned, and vanished. No warp trails, no jump signatures, just gone. The message was clear. The humans were not sleeping, they were waiting. And now the galaxy remembered the cost of forgetting, still watching. Then you understand now. Earth doesn't draw borders with ink, it draws them with silence, and dares the galaxy to cross. Like, comment, and subscribe, because this universe doesn't fear warships, it fears a species that never speaks its second warning.